The Viking Raiders, former NXT and Raw Tag Team Champions. Looking to reach the top of the mountain again. Sheamus with a wicked uppercut, a straight right hand by Eric.
Cleaning the clock of Sheamus, but Sheamus, of course, swinging straight back.
We promised to fight, and this is not disappointed. Tag to Ivar. The Viking Raiders, a combined 590 pounds.
Just ridiculous athletes for that size. The way they move defies physics.
Oh, and a clubbing crossface. And another tag, and now the frequent tags by the Viking Raiders, who may have the advantage, Wade, because obviously they tagged a hell of a lot more than McIntyre and Sheamus had.
Well, Drew and Sheamus, they're tight. They go back a long way, but both are highly volatile, just as likely to smacking each other as their opponents.
We saw what they did. Let's wait for the Irish curse backbreaker by Sheamus. Creates some separation, creates some space, and now can he make the tag to the Scottish Warrior? Earlier on, bang, a clubbing crossface right across the jaw.
That is Sheamus getting a taste of his own medicine, and no doubt he loved it, but here's McIntyre.
McIntyre, 275. Taking down Ivar, the former two-time WWE champion. McIntyre's been a tag champ in his career on 2 different occasions.
Just unleashing a storm of pent-up rage.
What a belly-to-belly throw by McIntyre, sending Eric across the ring.
The ludicrously strong man is Drew McIntyre, and don't the Viking Raiders know it.
Dual neck breakers into the kick up by McIntyre. Drew is on fire here tonight. And Ivar backing McIntyre into the corner.
Ivar smartly taking the sting out of Drew's offense just when Drew was on a flurry.
Oh! Michinoku driver by McIntyre. Cover to advance to the semifinals, and a kick out at 2 by Ivar.
McIntyre might be the only man on the roster capable of treating Ivar like that.
But Ivar still with the wherewithal to kick out again. Watch the explosiveness of McIntyre, turning this around into a Michinoku driver for the near fall.
Look of concern etched on Valhalla's face at ringside. She's the vessel that communicates with the gods and passes those communications onto the Viking Raiders.
How the hell do you know that? Here's the tag now to Eric. Don't get into the whole journalist thing. Eric sent into the corner. Ivar knocking McIntyre down. Cover now to advance to the next round of the tournament. McIntyre kicks it too.
You see Eric going to utilize some of those Norse grappling techniques he calls glima. Ancient grappling style, coming so close here to putting away McIntyre with that baseball bat-like clothesline to the jaw.
Yeah, there's nothing traditional about what the Viking Raiders do in the ring. Ivar going up to the top rope. McIntyre met him there. McIntyre up to the second rope. What does he plan to do with Ivar? Oh, this is not going to be good.
Cannot do that with a 300-pound plus Ivar, surely. Oh.
And Eric going to make sure it doesn't happen. And now it's McIntyre who finds himself in trouble.
Knee completely caught up in that top turnbuckle.
Sheamus comes to his aid. Eric meets him there, though. Sheamus. What noise! McIntyre, tremendous core strength. Ivar goes flying. McIntyre and Sheamus are back in this. Who's going to advance in the tag team title tournament? Jam-packed here tonight in Detroit for Friday Night SmackDown. First round matchup in the tag titles contender tournament. It's Viking Raiders and McIntyre and Sheamus. And man, the Viking Raiders dominating most of this match so far.
While Drew and Sheamus, good as their word, delivering yet another banger. But 2 ferocious vessels carrying out the will of the gods, clearly getting the upper hand.
Somebody hoping to get an opportunity to stop the Usos' now record 551-day reign as SmackDown Tag Champs. McIntyre looking to build some momentum. Looking for the future shot DDT! McIntyre, a tip up again, and suddenly McIntyre and and Sheamus are back in control. And McIntyre is ready.
Things starting to turn south.
Went for the Claymore kick and ran into a spin kick from Ivar.
Incredible reaction. Stop there from Ivar. Both men down, desperately needing the tag.
Ivar trying to make it to the corner. He does. He makes the tag to Eric. Sheamus also makes the tag as well. Sheamus and Eric now are the legal men in this matchup. Sheamus promised this would be a banger, and it has.
All four men battered from pillar to post. Getting into a slugfest is rarely a smart idea, Eric.
And Sheamus slamming. And now Sheamus looking to line up Eric to put this match away. Went for the Brogue Kick, and Valhalla now makes her presence felt. And Eric tries to take advantage of the distraction.
Sheamus has been around the block one too many times for that. Whoa!
Oh, what a throw by Eric. Tag, Ivar now the legal man. And now Ivar going up to the top rope.
Oh, no.
The 300-pounder from up top. Splash to Sheamus. The cover for the win. Into advance in the tournament. And a kick out of two by Sheamus.
How the hell do you kick out of that one, Cole?
Ivar's asking himself the same thing.
Sheamus getting turned into a human pancake by a man who has no right whatsoever coming off the top rope. But they didn't build Sheamus like anybody else. They made him just a little bit tougher.
And now Ivar in up the tag, and the Raiders perhaps look to double team. Sheamus does not like to be cornered, and he's going to try to fight his way out of it.
Sheamus takes a back step to nobody.
Oh, and a knee to the face.
Precision timing.
Claymore! Sheamus and Ivar are legal. Brogue kick! Cover! Sheamus and Drew advance.
Here are your winners, the team of Drew McIntyre and Sheamus!
It was as physical, Wade, as we thought it was going to be. But in the end, Sheamus and McIntyre move a step closer to another opportunity at the tag team titles.
Yeah, I'm not surprised nobody in that matchup is even capable of standing up after that hellacious beatdown. It all started with this goal.
Sheamus with a knee to the face. Drew McIntyre would deliver a Claymore. And Sheamus would turn his focus once again to Ivar with a Brogue Kick.
And with a volley of offense like that, there might be no stopping Drew and Sheamus in this tournament.
We'll take a look now at the updated brackets. Again, all first-round matchups will take place tonight. McIntyre and Sheamus, left-hand part of your screen, have advanced. They'll take on the winner of the Los Lotharios Hit Row match coming up later on tonight. And if you're the Usos, Wade, I think it's one team you don't want to face. It's McIntyre and Sheamus again.
They beat them 2 weeks ago, but they needed a lot of help. Next time it might be better.